This is the Hey Ed YouTube channel, and I am your host, moderator, and all-around nice guy, Edward Anderson. Okay, so I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on TV. I have to talk about the market. So if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know that I do have a Wall Street background as a stockbroker, a trader, and as a trading instructor. And I do not like to give a lot of market commentary on this channel because that's not really what the channel is about. But there are so many important things going on right now. So I'm going to make a commentary about the market, and then I'm going to give you some solutions. So make sure you stick around to the end. Now, what I'm going to share here is very important stuff. So I do hope that you give my video a like because it helps the algorithm a lot. And please share this because it is very important stuff. Now, I'm a technician. I look at the charts. The charts tell me everything I need to know. And if you want to start making money in the markets, start learning how to read charts because everything you need to know are in the charts. All right, some really scary stuff is going on. I've been raising the flag on this for months now, and I've been right all along. So let's start by looking at the 2-year chart of the market. All right, now you can see that when the market got down to this red line here a few weeks ago, it had that nice little rally, put in a double top, and now it's right back down to that support level. If we take out that level, look up below. The next support level is a long ways down. So now the market was down 900 points on Friday. I'm recording this on Sunday, May 1st. And on Friday, the market was down 900 points in one day. Ouch. Okay. And I think it's just the beginning. All your big money guys, your billionaires, they're out of the market. I promise you that they're out of the market. The smart money is gone. Okay. Now, the thing about bear market rallies is that they can be very impressive. They can be very violent and they can be very fast, but they don't last. And we just saw that in the market here, right? That's what goes on in bear markets. But as soon as an important tipping point is taken out, then it's Katie bar the door and you start seeing big gaps down in the market. And I think that is ahead of us. So you need to plan for it. Now, you don't have to be in the market all the time. And for those of you who think that you're not in the market, listen, if you have a mutual fund or if you have a 401k or if you have a pension plan, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you are in the market. Okay, but there are things you can do to benefit from all this. You don't have to be a victim in all this. I'm going to show you, you can take advantage of this and thrive. Okay, all right, so let's narrow in and take a look at the 3-month chart. Okay, so here we go. And now we're taking a little bit closer of a look and see what happened here on Friday. That was that 900-point down day. And you see the previous day, we had a very impressive rally, but then it gave it all back and then some. This level here at the 32,500 level, watch that number. If that gets taken out, okay, start looking for fireworks and things could go down very fast. Now, what should happen here actually is the market ought to have a bounce because that's what happens at support levels. Markets have bounces. That's why they call it a support level. Think of it like a floor, okay? That's the point at which it's supposed to stop going down. So it should have some kind of a rally, but even if it does, you have this double top up here for it to that acts as resistance. So this market is going down more. I'm very confident in saying that, and I'm usually right about these kind of things. All right, so we looked at the stock market. So now let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is my bellwether for cryptos. Okay, so again, let's start with the 1-year chart. And you can see that anybody who bought Bitcoin a year ago and they're still holding on to it, they are underwater. Okay, they are officially underwater right now. So this whole philosophy of buying and holding is nonsense. That is the worst investment advice anybody can ever give you. Buy and hold does not work. Buy and hold as long as it's working, okay, that's fine. But most people don't do that. They'll ride things all the way up and then all the way down. You know, it doesn't make sense. Professional traders, by the way, do not do that. Now, ironically, Wall Street preaches that to you guys, but trust me, they do not do that. All right, so that's the 1-year chart. So you can see the red line there at the bottom. Bitcoin better hold that line. If it doesn't hold that red line, then it has a lot further down to go. And you see the top line there? That creates what we call a descending triangle, you know, which is a dangerous sign. So Bitcoin can turn around, but if you just look at the charts, it doesn't have a whole lot going for it at the moment. So I see no reason to be purchasing Bitcoin right now. And if anything, I would keep my current position on a really short leash. You don't have to ride things all the way down. All right, let's take a little bit closer look. Let's take a look at the 3-month chart of Bitcoin. Okay, so now we see that descending triangle in starker relief. You can see how important that support line is right now. Now, the rule of thumb is the more often that a support level or a resistance level is touched, the more significant that level becomes. And if you look back, you can see how many times that support level was touched and held. But now it's touching it again. So one of these days, if that support level is taken out significantly, this thing has a lot further to go to the downside. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually love Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is a much more honest form of currency than the US dollar, okay? But Bitcoin does fluctuate with market conditions. And I think you're going to get a chance to acquire Bitcoin at a much better price pretty soon. Okay, so we took a quick look at the charts there. You can tell that I think there are warning signs left and right in this market. But let's talk about some actual things that you need to be worried about. The market right now is in serious trouble for a whole host of reasons. And now you got the government cheering it on. The government would love nothing more for the market to tank. They don't care about you. They don't care about your wealth. They don't care about your money. Okay, all they care about is power. Now, this is why they want the market to go down. So right now, inflation is running at a 40-year high. And the only real way of fighting inflation is to raise interest rates. And right now, people are not very happy that the Federal Reserve is actually raising rates. Now, in order to fight inflation properly, they need to bump the interest rates up over the inflation rate, which means we need to get it up around 9% or plus or more. And that is really going to spook this market. But that's what they're going to have to do if they're going to actually fight inflation. Now, the reason why they want this market to tank because they want an excuse. I mean, we have to raise rates. You understand that, right? It's not our fault. We have to do it for your own good. We have to save the market. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to start printing money like crazy. Make no mistake, the Federal Reserve is not the government. The Federal Reserve is neither federal, nor do they have any reserves, nor is it a bank. Okay, it's completely misnamed. It's a scam. They're not here to look out for your interest. They represent a collection, a cabal of elite interests around the world. Okay, that is a fact. So they don't have your best interest at heart. So you're going to see the government doing everything it can, actually, to destroy this market. And they're really going to do everything they can to destroy the value of the currency. Those dollar bills you have sitting in your wallet and sitting in your bank, they want to destroy it. All right, so let's consider that 40% of all US dollars in existence were created in the past 2 years alone. Okay, that causes inflation. And now they want to print a ton more. And then you will have the progressives in this country who want to print a ton more money. And if the economy continues to worsen, and as food prices continue to skyrocket, as gasoline becomes rationed, okay, you're going to see the federal government stepping in and saying, oh, we got to print more money to ease people's pain. Well, that money printing devalues the value of your dollar. Okay, so these people are crooked. They're evil. They don't care about you. All right, so what can you do in the face of all this? Well, listen, I've talked about this several times. The first thing you want to do is you want to reduce your exposure to your bank because there are going to be runs on the bank. You got to keep some money in the bank to pay bills and stuff. Other than that, get your money out of the bank because when bank runs start, you're not going to be able to get your money out, literally. You think it can happen? History is littered with examples where it has happened, not just in other countries, but in our own country. And as recently as 2008, 2009. Okay, so it can happen and it's going to happen. Okay, so get some of your money out of the bank. Now, when you have that money out of the bank, you're still sitting on a depreciating asset because the buying power of your dollars are going down, regardless of where they are, whether they're in your hands or in the bank. So one thing you can do is start acquiring some gold and silver. Take that cash, go into your local coin dealer and swap it out for gold and silver. Even if it's just $100, whatever, just swap it out for now. I think gold and silver are going to have a big bull run in the face of all this. That's not really why you buy gold and silver. You buy gold and silver to maintain your buying power, to maintain the value of your currency, because the fiat currency, your dollar bills, are not real money. It's made up money. Okay, it's not backed by anything. They're just paper dollars. And the only reason why they act as money is because the government says they're money, and the government doesn't back it with anything. All right? It's fake. Okay, the dollar bills you have are fake. It's made up. Fiat currencies have a perfect track record. Fiat currencies throughout history have a 100% failure rate. 100% of all fiat currencies, in our case, the US dollar, have failed. Now, it's true that the US dollar has been the longest one in existence, and it is still the strongest one probably of all the fiat currencies, but it is still made up stuff. It's made up stuff. It's not real. Okay, so you've gotten some money out of your bank. You put some of that into gold and silver. And what else can you do? The next thing you can do, and that's probably the most important thing you can do, is start establishing streams of passive recurring income. Now, the first two steps I can't help you with, getting your money out of the bank and swapping some of it into gold and silver. But the third one, I can help you with, the passive recurring income part. I've been talking to you a lot on the channel about a program that I'm in that gives me extremely high passive reward income. Anybody can get into it. And passive income means I don't have to work for it. Recurring means it happens, it comes in all the time. And that's what you want, right? And that passive recurring income makes me bulletproof. And that's what you want to be. In the face of all the chaos that's coming our way, you want to be bulletproof. And now I can't mention that program specifically in a YouTube setting because there are rules against it, but I can talk to you about it individually. My contact information will be in the description below. So send me an email and we can set up a phone call or a Zoom call. And this is a global program, by the way. I've got many people on my team throughout the world on the program. That should tell you something about the popularity and the success of this program. There's a lot to worry about right now. We are in a moment in time in history. I've seen a lot in my days, and this is going to make everything pale in comparison. The next big chaotic move in the economy and in our society is going to be epic. And you don't want to be a victim. You want to not just survive it, you want to thrive in it. Please share this, get the message out so that as many people as we can out there throughout the world can survive this and find ways to retain your freedom. Ed Anderson signing out. Send me an email and let's get you signed up. Bye.
Copy that.